Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, this story came out on CNN July 15th, 2021. Black Americans are battling 3 pandemics, new report finds. Well, higher unemployment rates, lower household incomes, and a lack of access to health care left Black Americans more vulnerable during this pandemic, and there is an urgency to address these structural iniquities, according to a new report on the state of Black America released Thursday by the National Urban League. Well, we don't need reports. We don't need studies. We don't need none of that. We need our reparations. All 3 of these things that you just mentioned would disappear immediately. Okay, we don't need studies and reports. Y'all can shove that mess. I don't care who it comes from. The report titled, and really it's 4. They're wrong. It's not 3, it's 4, because we have been battling racism nonstop for 500 years. 4. The report titled, The New Normal, Diverse, Equitable, and Inclusive. Concluded that Black people are facing the burden of 3 pandemics, which include racial inequality in healthcare and economics and public safety. The authors of the report also point to over-policing, including frequent targeting of young Black men and I don't care about that. They're talking about the jibber jab. And due to healthcare facilities and poor internet access as key challenges for the Black community that have been unmasked by the pandemic. Police brutality against Black people was back in the spotlight after the death of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, sparked a nationwide reckoning on racism, which is still here stronger than ever. So, I mean, yeah, those protests happened, but what did it change? Nothing. Black people are 6.5 times more likely to be stopped by the police while driving and 20 times more likely to be searched during a stop than white people, according to the report. That's because you got it rigged up that way. Your whole system is rigged. Okay, we're not doing all this wrong shit that y'all talking about. You got it all rigged up. It's a rigged system. Okay, Mark Morrill, president of the National Urban League, said the country is at a crossroads of racial reckoning. I know we see these reports, and the bottom line is we're not learning nothing from these reports. It may point out a few things, but 9 times out of 10, we already know what the report is already saying because we're living through it. And being that we're living through it, we don't need no damn report. Give us our money. Give us our reparations. We don't need reports. We don't need studies. We don't need you to go look for findings. We don't need none of that mess. You sure didn't go that extra mile for the Asians. When you put that hate crime bill out, you just signed it and that was it. I didn't hear about no studies and research and putting committees together. We didn't hear about none of that mess. One path leads backwards towards the old normal, a return of the marginalization, discrimination, and segregation that left Black and Brown Americans exceptionally vulnerable. Okay, well, we already know that. We already know that. The other path leads towards a nation when police approach the communities they serve as allies and collaborators and not hostile combatants. While every citizen has equal access to the ballot box, where fatal complications in pregnancies are just as rare for Black mothers as for white mothers. Again, part of the rigging, all rigged up, where the value of a home is not determined by the race of its owner. The report notes key data that reveals economic disparity between Black and white people. For example, nearly 17% of Black households lack basic financial services such as access to banks compared to 3% of white households. Additionally, the median family income for Black families was just over $40,000 in 2018 compared to about $70,000 for white families. That's also part of the rigging. You always make sure you get the most of everything. Part of the rigging. One solution the report discussed is free, low cost banking services that allow Black households to build wealth. Additionally, the report authors reviewed the jibber-jab rate among Black and white and Hispanic people as of May. So our people make up 27%, white people 29%. I mean, Hispanics 29% and white 40%. Black people were more likely than white people to live more than 10 miles away from a facility. Okay, well, we know all of this. Y'all make sure you get everything convenient for yourselves and all in your community, and and then everything in the Black community is like a desert. That's all by design, all part of the rigging that we have seen all throughout of our lives. That's all we see is just a bunch of rigged up mess. So, I mean, look, y'all can put the reports out. To me, this is just more proof that we need reparations and we need them now. I don't know why you keep putting these reports and studies out and then the end result is always nothing. Then why even bother doing this mess? We have never seen, okay, we're going to do this study. And then maybe a year or two, okay, we're ready to give you reparations. No. We about a year from now, we'll be hearing about another study and then this study and that. Please leave us alone with all that mess. Seriously, leave us alone. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.